I was bored and I wanted to try to do my own interpretation on the Nicki Minaj makeup from the Only video. So if you want to see how to recreate this look, stay tuned. And guys, to save time, I already moisturized, primed, and color corrected my face. So the first thing I did was go in with this simple moisturizer. Then I went in with my Smashbox Dark Spot Correcting Primer. And then I used this NYX Concealing Palette to color correct with the orange concealer. And I also used that to do with this Essence eyebrow pencil to do my eyebrows. And so let's just move in. And then I used the NYX palette also to do my eyebrows. So that is what that looks like there. Now I'm going to go in with my Sephora foundation. And I usually mix two colors, but I ran out of second color. So I'm going in with my matte tan. Pump a little on my hand. And then I'm going to go in with my trusty beauty blender, and this is the Pro Beauty blender. It's the black one, and I'm just going to sponge that all over my face. I know you've seen this 1,000 times here on YouTube. It's not really a technical, that was a piece of hair, sorry guys. And I'm going to just sponge it on. Like magic, I'm done. So now I'm going to go in with my Smooth Mineral Avon Foundation. And I'm going to just get a, well, it's in that color. I'm going to just get a regular old flat powder brush. And I'm going to actually press this into the face so I don't disturb the foundation underneath. I used just one layer of foundation because I really didn't want really heavy coverage, even though the foundation that I use is medium to full coverage. I really didn't want a thick layer, so that's why you kind of see my birthmark on that one side, and then this scar from when I had the staph infection going through. So I'm just going to finish powdering my face. Next up is the eyes, of course, and I'm going in with this Lime Crime eye primer. I got a bit of foundation on my hands, and I'm very obsessed with getting that off. And this is Lime Crime's brightening eye primer. It's just a white eye primer, eye base, and it really helps brighten the eyeshadows that you put on top, and it helps the eyeshadows to stick and show up more vibrantly. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Put them on and blend it in. Like magic, I am completely done, and it's completely blended in. Now I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Lavish palette for the orange eyeshadow that Nicki Minaj has on her lid. And I'm going to be using the cream soda shade from the palette, which is that beautiful orange shade right there. Now I'm just going to take an eyeshadow brush with a little bit of e.l.f. Setting spray and spray the eyeshadow brush with it, because I really want to get this eyeshadow to show up really intensely on the lid, and spray the brush with the eyeshadow, with the spray after putting the eyeshadow on top of it. And then I'm going to just tap it onto the lid. You should always tap eyeshadow onto the lid rather than swipe it to get the color to show up more intensely. And don't worry if you don't have this palette, because Anastasia Beverly Hills now sell these eyeshadows individually. Also, I'm just showing you that the e.l.f. setting spray is a good dupe for the Max Fix Plus, which is what I usually use. And also, if you don't have either one of those, you could just use water in place of both of those items. So what I'm going to just continue to do is to pack the color onto my lid until I get the intensity that I want. And I'm going to just do this to both sides of the eye. This next step is optional. I'm going in with the Sienna color and a taper blending brush right into the crease just to help define the crease a little bit more. And I'm just going right into the crease and just blending it out. It might help to close your eye a little if you got hooded lids like me. But I'm just going right into the crease and blending it out, and then I'm going to go clockwise and counterclockwise and then pull it out a little because we're going for that cat eye shape, and that's just to help define the crease. But you don't have to do this step, and I'm going to just repeat this step on the other eye side. But like again, like I said, this is the optional step. And with my MAC Fluffy blending brush into this dark chocolate truffle color, and I'm going to just put this all over my upper lid and into the crease area because that's what she had. Basically, she only had the two colors, the dark chocolate color and the orange color, so that's really all the colors you need. This is a really super simple eye look, to be honest with you. And as you couldn't really tell already, my eyes are at two different levels. Don't blame me, blame the stroke I had as a kid. And I repeat the step on the other side of the eye, and then I pull it out and I tap off the excess as you see, and continue. Now I'm going to go in with this fluffy blending brush like this one from Sigma, and I'm going to just blend everything together and make sure there is no harsh lines. Just blends and blend some more and make sure everything is blended together. And right now I am finished. I'm going to use this Benefit liquid liner to apply my wing. I'm going to attempt to try to show you this on camera. I'm sorry if my mirror blocks it, but first thing I do is try to go down the base of my lash line with the liquid liner, like sitting on its side at first in the middle of my lash and then towards the end, and then okay, my hand is kind of blocking it. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to like explain it to you. And then I take the tip, because the tip of this is like really thin, and then I do use the tip to go down the inner part of my eye, and that's what part my hand is blocking right now. I apologize. Sorry. And see, that's me using the tip right there. That's why I tilted my hand slightly. So I'm going to just fast forward through the part where I'm profusely boxing the camera with my hand and annoying the crap out of you guys. And at least you get to see me do the point of my wing. And that's me looking over to see if I'm blocking the camera. Now I do mine a little backwards. I make the thickness in the middle, and then I go in from the wing, and then I connect it to my thicker part. I do mine backwards from everyone else because you know me, I have to be there, friends. So this is me connecting it to my little edge, and then I take my thickness and connect it to the end because I don't have a large mobile lid like most people, so I have to be careful. And that is the completed eye look I'm trying to show you guys, even though I blocked most of it. Onto the face, I'm using this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes with a concealer brush, and I'm going to pull it, of course, outward onto my cheekbone and downward into a V motion because she had a very highlighted and also contoured face, but I'm keeping it very on top of the cheekbone. I know some people put it a little lower on the cheekbone, but I keep mine higher up on the cheekbone because I just want my cheekbone highlighted. I don't pull my highlight down that far. And I'm going to blend that in with the concealer brush a little, then repeat that step over onto the other eye. Now I'm going to apply concealer down the bridge of my nose because her nose was highlight, and plus she has a really thin, small, tiny nose, and my nose isn't that big, but her nose is a little smaller than mine. And then I'm going to also apply concealer to my forehead to highlight my forehead because I actually got a smaller forehead than the big foreheaded people in my family. LOL. Yes, shots fired to my sister Pam. Had to get that one in. And then always blend out a little bit with my concealer brush to help save time, and I applied it to my cupid's bow and then my chin area. I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend out all my highlighted areas underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, along my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, and all that jazz. And I'm going to just make sure that underneath my eyes is blended very well and it blends seamlessly into all the other makeup and foundation. But no worries, once we apply the Fix Plus, and then I'm going to also apply some translucent powder at the end, and that'll help blend everything together. Now I'm just going to take Nye Banana Powder and apply it to the highlighted areas just to set the highlight to make sure that it stays in place and doesn't move and fade. And I'm just going to use my Wayne Goss Holiday brush from 2013 to apply that because it applies it beautifully, and it's a powder blush, and it's going to go so quickly with the power of video like magic. Now I'm going to use, clearly I haven't realized that I've gotten Midnight Banana Power on my eyeshadow yet, so let's see how long it takes me. I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Eyeshadow in Mahogany. It's like a taupey color, perfect for a highlight to give you that shadow. And I'm going to use this contour brush from Tarte. It was part of this year's holiday brush collection, but I'm going to wipe off most of it because this color is very intense. Like, see, like look at how intense that color shows up. So I need it to be darkest at the beginning, so I'm going to try to blend that out. And don't worry if you get too much on, like I did right there when I first started. You could just blend it out with a clean powder brush, and then I'm going to blend upwards. Always blend up, never ever ever blend down. Then I flip the brush to blend up some more because she had really um, contoured cheekbones and bronze cheekbones in the video. But of course, this isn't an exact makeup application. This is inspired by, so feel free to change what you like to fit your makeup needs. So I'm just repeating the step on the other side using less product this time. I decided to switch to another brush with a little bit of the Bobbi Brown product on it, and I decided to blend out that contour and to blend it down and blend it up to give it a more blended effect, so it doesn't look like a striped straight line. And I'm sorry about the lighting and the picture quality because it looks a little grainy to me, like my skin and everything in the background. I wanted to do it in like natural daylight, but the sun sets really early here, and then I just ran that along my hairline and then along my chin, of course, and then down my neck. Now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. bronzer, and I'm just going to blend out that contour even more and blend up to soften it out because she had really bronzed out contour as well, and it gives it like a sort of gradient effect when you do this way. And I'm going to just repeat the step on both sides and do that along the hairline, jawline, and so forth. Now I'm going to contour my nose with a little bit of that e.l.f. bronzer in a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to go along the sides of my nose on each side of the highlights, of course. And I like to go along the bottom to get that button effect. And to make my long nose appear longer, I also like to go up the sides, and I blend it out a little bit with my finger. And yes, I have still yet to notice that I have Nye Banana Powder on my eye, and then I take a flat kabuki brush just to blend out that contour even more, because I hate when people have a contoured nose and the lines aren't blended out. Like, just blend it out already. I'm sorry, my pet peeves. And then I go in with RCMA powder, and I just put that all over my face to just help all the colors blend together. I know you guys like extra powder, but I use a fluffy blending brush, and I don't use a lot of it because I know you guys like over powder much. And then this just helps all the colors blend and mesh together to give you like an airbrush finish look, especially after you set your makeup with the setting spray. Just all pretty much comes together. Just make sure if you have to put any concealer on, put it on before this step. Thought I was recording, so you missed the step where I applied highlighters to my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cheeks, my cupid's bow, and my chin, because she had a really highlighted face in the video, and I love highlighter. I'm obsessed with it. Now, I ran out of eyelash glue, so I grabbed my Better Than Sex mascara, and I really pumped up my lashes because she obviously had false eyelashes on in the video. So hence me saying inspired by and not a Nicki Minaj only video tutorial. So I'm just applying mascara to my eyelashes. Moving on to lips, I'm going to use my MAC lip pencil in Plum to get that brownish plummy color that she had on outlines around her lips. So I'm just going to outline my lips as normal, and she just had it outlined. So just outline your lips as you do normally. And if you're like me where one side of your lips slopes unevenly, like I said, don't blame me, blame the stroke from when I was younger. My face is uneven even though it appears very symmetrical. This is what it looks like when it's done, and she appears to have on MAC Ruby Woo in the video, so that's what I'm going to apply in on my lips, not covering the lip liner. So now I'm just going to apply the lipstick onto my lips, making sure not to cover the lip liner like so. Trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm actually doing, unlike the liquid liner for y'all school. I'm spraying some Fix Plus to get rid of the powder look and to marry everything together. So what do you think? This is my Nicki Minaj inspired look from the Only video. I just did my hair using my Eve curling iron, the graduated one. I had a wig like that, but I didn't really feel like putting it on, and I wanted to do this hair anyway because I was going somewhere tonight. I'm probably going to pull the curls out a little more though, but this is the look. Off camera, I sharpened the tip and defined the lip liner a little bit more. But this is the finished look. What do you guys think? It's pretty easy. The eyes are pretty simple. So I'm going to be having more tutorials for makeup and nails soon. So I love you guys. But it's time for me to go. So I'm going to be checking up the deuces. Peace, love, and laughs, my Sky family. Bye.